Folks, first of all, just to be honest with you, I'm shooting myself. 3 pairs of trunks already. I thought you'd do the speech after you get a few beers in you. What's everybody going to slip with that? But listen, all joking aside, I'd just like to say to Lisa. Lisa, look, you look like you're 1 in a million, love, aren't they? You look like you're won the raffle. I'm only joking. You're looking well, isn't it? Yeah, you're looking well. You got the teeth and all waiting the other day. I says, what's it like? I was thinking to get it done myself. He says, well, I left them in on Monday. He says, I collected them on Wednesday. So, all joking aside, though, the two of them are married. For better or for worse. Andy, you couldn't have done any better. Lisa, love, you couldn't have done any worse. For those of you that don't know me, what do you say, Marty? He's a good looking one. No, my name's Jared. I'm Andy's older brother. My full title is Jared. Do you want a drink? When you see me at the bar later, just use the full title by all means. Now, I know Auntie and Lisa appreciate this all coming. There's people travelled. Somebody has travelled very, very far distances just to be here and help them enjoy their big day, you know, Ballymena and all them, you know. So I was thinking, it's amazing what people will do for a free dinner. You know, fair play to you know. But there's some people that couldn't make it today, and there's people that are here and have left wee cards for me to read out. So where's the wee cards? So I'll just read a few of these out here. Some of you are probably here. You can let me know who you are. To Auntie and Lisa, may you have many years of happiness together. Love, Brendan, Anne, and family. Was he here? Sorry. Did you not tell him? No. To Auntie and Lisa, hope all goes well for you on Thursday. We wish you both a long, happy, healthy and holy life together. God bless Kathy, Jim and Michael. I know Kathy and Jim said that Michael's he's over in Spain. Fair play to him. To Auntie and Lisa, have a great day for the rest of your lives. From Uncle Martin and Aunt Frances. It's your fair play. Well, there's a wee one. It's to Auntie. Sorry we couldn't make it here for your big day. We all have to work. We hope you're happy. We'll miss you loads. From all the girls at pornhub.com. Lisa and Auntie on your wedding, wishing you all the best. Have a great day, Uncle Harry and Aunt Anne-Marie. This is the last, there's a few more, but this is the last one, wrap it up. To Auntie, we could have been so good together. I will miss our nights by the pool. All my love, Michael Barrymore. I'll be honest, I said to you, I was crapping myself from when Anthony asked me to be his best man, I was really, really nervous and not too good at speeches. But he says if I do a good job with the I can do best man this next wedding as well. What's we incentive, you know? So we'll say, I suppose I'm here to say a couple of good things about him instead of really harsh about it. Well, first of all, what I can say, I've known Anthony all my life, so changes now be many times, that's one there, just surrounded by, I'll get that bit in a minute. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for Anthony, and there's nothing that Anthony wouldn't do for me. So, in a way, I suppose that means we're two brothers who do nothing for each other. I can remember Anthony was born, how many years ago was it? What age are you? 25, right? But he was born loads of years ago anyway, and back in Kennedy Street, and I remember my mum bringing him home from the hospital, David and and Anthony, and she only had one cat, right? And Anthony was, it's okay, you can tell people, you're not worried about it. That wasn't working at that time. You only got land that cat too. But I got one thing I can remember. Anthony was at the top of that cat, and David was at the bottom of the cat. He was both in the same cat. Now, I'm not saying the two of them were ugly. But one thing I remember was my man never got morning sickness until after the report. They were in the days of the Terry Colin nappies and all that. We were sitting corned up. We used to. They always do, whenever people would come to visit us, and they used to say, Harbour will know the caravan is. Used to be Rosie and all that, Jerry and all this. And they used to say, Harbour will find the caravan, and my man used to say, it's the one with all the nappies hanging on the tree inside. There's probably about 30 nappies hanging up, 3 brown Adidas faced in the background. But, as I say, what I can remember, when he was growing up in Cadney Street, the houses weren't that big, and Auntie was next door to me. And I always remember all the old noise coming from next door. Kept me awake all night. Never get sleeping. And then we moved up the Burn Drive, and we're in one room, I was in one room, and Auntie's in the next room. And the same thing again. All the old noise coming from next door. Never get sleeping all night. So then I moved up there. Happy days. We're way up the country here. Got a good peaceful night's sleep. 6 months later, he fucking moves up next door to me again. And I still can't fucking sleep with all the noise coming from next door. But my man, you'll vouch for this, growing up, out of the two, David was always the outgoing one, and he was always sort of very quiet. And he was always very nervous as a child. So I was a wee bit worried about him last night. And as I say, he lives next door. He says, I'll go and I'll stay with him, make sure he's alright. So all I can say, he slept like a baby. He went to bed twice, he woke up in the middle of the night, far from the long way. But listen, he's a very easy-going fella, and I suppose that's the right way to be. You know, everybody has worries and all the rest, and Anthony sort of sits back and relaxes and lets things happen, you know. Lisa done all the organising, I would say, of this wedding. You know, done a brilliant job. There was one wee thing that I can remember when they were talking. The seating arrangements, and they didn't know where to put you, so Anthony threw the face and he says, well look, why don't we just, all the ones that give the good plenty of money, and the good prizes, good presents, we'll put them ones up at the front. And then we'll work our way back. So John O'Neill, Anthony says to tell you, thanks very much for that oven glove you gave me. Oh well, there you go. Boom, boom. But listen, all joking aside, I'm very, very proud of Anthony for asking me to be his best man. I mean, he's 5 brothers, and it was a real honour for me for him to ask me. It means a lot to me. I would just, on behalf of my dad, my mother, I would like to welcome Lisa into the McCaffrey family. Not only have I got a beautiful sister-in-law, she's a lovely girl, couldn't ask for more, but we have a lovely neighbour living next door to me. You know, so you never know when you might need a carton of milk or a bit of sugar, you know. And hopefully somewhere along the line it'd be lovely to have a wee niece or nephew next door to Joy and Cara. So, Anthony, if you need to know one, always there, I'll keep you there. Now, before I finish, you can get stuck into your dinner. I was researching on the internet a couple of wee tips for how to make your marriage work. I should have listened to it myself years ago, but there you go. You never know. Could be your lucky day. So I'll just read them out to you, because I couldn't remember. Number 1, and anybody, by the way, is in a relationship or married, take note of this here. Number 1, whenever you're wrong, be a man and admit it. Maybe you're right, just saying nothing. Number 2, a happy marriage is a matter of give and take. The husband gives and the wife takes. You agree with that? Number 3, remember the 4 rings. The engagement ring, the wedding ring, the torturing and the suffering. Number 4, never forget those 3 special words. You're right, Lisa. And number 5, and the final one, and this is I thought this was very, very nice because I think it sums these 2 up here. Marriage is not about finding a person you can live with. It's about finding a person you can't live without. And Anthony's son, I would definitely say that you've got that sorted. So, fair play. Fucking run out of paper. So, folks, I would just like us all to be upstanding, and we'll toast till the bride and groom. God bless. Many happy years together. A clap parade! A clap parade! As I say in the cartoons, that's all, folks.
That's all, folks.